Gary, back in the hot seat, so clearly you weren't impressed with Nico last week?
No, 1 week and that's enough for him. He's off duty now. He's too tired.
No, he did a good job though. On to Cheltenham Town away this weekend. Just quickly reflecting on last week's win against Lincoln, it's great to see Sam Nombe back amongst the goals, because I know he was itching. I think 8 games is probably quite a barren run for him.
Yeah, great to see your number 9 score goals. That's what he's there for, and that's what he does really well. Sam, I think the last few games we've started creating chances for him again. I think we had a period where as a team we struggled to create chances and you could sense his frustration, but recently we've created chances for him and others. But Saturday it was his turn to get the chances and to get the goals, and I think he'll be the first to admit he wanted to score more. He had a good chance with a header, he had another one where he went through and goal but from the wrong side for his right foot. So great that we're creating chances for him, and great that he is scoring them and looks in real confident for him.
I mean, he got the plaudits for that second goal, but I mean the first goal, yes, it was gifted to him, but he still had a lot to do. He had a long way to run, and I think he had the defender tugging his shirt at times as well. I think his strength is probably one of his greatest assets.
Yeah, and great that he took the information. We knew the goalie sometimes comes out, and we wanted to press that situation, and he obviously took the pictures that we showed, that Lauren showed the boys, and how we go and press the goalie. He took that on, he went and pressed at the right time, he put them under pressure, and he forced a mistake and took full advantage of that with his speed, power, and then composure to pass it in the goal. I always think it's never easy to pass it in an empty net. So delighted for him. I think he's been playing really well. I think he's been a real physical presence, but like I said, the chances are coming for him again, and he's starting to score goals, and that's what he does best.
It must be really pleasing when an aspect of a game that you've previously looked at and spoken to the players about comes into fruition. For example, pressing the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think that's the most pleasing thing about coaching and working with this group, and I think we're developing a level of consistency in our approach to games, how we prepare for games. The players have got a real understanding now of what we're trying to do. Every game that changes slightly. We have to adapt to obviously the opposition, we have to adapt to the environment, the stadium we're playing in and things like that. The pitch, I think when we're at home we have no trouble whatsoever with the pitch. When we go away occasionally, then we have to deal with different surfaces. So we're developing a real level of consistency in how we approach the game and how we perform, and that is starting to show in results, and we have to continue that. That isn't something we rest on and start kind of taking our foot off the gas. We only add more, and we add more information to the players so that we can develop as a football team, and any game we go into we're fully prepared to go and win.
We head to Cheltenham this weekend. You'll have to forgive me for this one. How do we ensure that we pip them to the finishing post and not fall at the first hurdle?
How long did that take you, Craig?
Most of the morning.
We actually had a Cheltenham themed week on Wednesday. We had some races and we went over hurdles and stuff like that, so you're not the only one to get involved in that. Yeah, Cheltenham's a difficult game. We went to the game last week against Lincoln, which was good to see the stadium, to see the environment that they have created there. I think they're a very well organised team. They know exactly how they're going to go about winning games. We have to be prepared for a difficult game, but like I always say, we have to know what our strengths are, how we're going to impose ourselves on the game, and how we're going to go about winning the game. And we've done some work on that today, more tomorrow, and the players will be 100% ready to go and do that.
They've got an identical record to ourselves over the last 3 games with 7 points. I'm sure you've watched clips or the entire game, in fact, from their win at Peterborough, which not just an outstanding result, but 2 absolutely unbelievable goals from Alfie May. He's a real handful.
Yeah, he's their main threat. He's definitely their talisman. He's somebody we have to keep quiet if we want to win the game. And I think that they showed their organisation against Peterborough. They were very difficult to play against. They denied them a lot of space when Peterborough try and get their wide men in the game. They try and attack with lots of numbers, and Cheltenham were very comfortable in the game. It wasn't just a fluke result. It was a very professional away performance, and they deserve to win. So we're playing against a team in form, which seems to be the case every week at the moment, but we are also a team in form, and we want to continue this unbeaten run as well.
The supporters will be showing, their absolutely unbelievable dedication again with, looks like over 1,300, 1,400 fans travelling up there.
Yeah, brilliant. It's a tight little stadium. It's a good atmosphere, and to know that we've got 1,300 of our supporters going there and providing us with the backing and the support that we will need to win the game is brilliant. And we say it's a short trip. It is still a good hour and 40 minutes. I've done it myself, and I know, how far they will need to travel. I know the cost that it is to the supporters to go and do that. So again, we're very thankful that they're going to do that, and it's up to us to give them something on the day that makes it worthwhile.
And unlike Wycombe, you actually know where Cheltenham is.
I do, yeah. I drive by it quite a lot, so it's on my road. So anything further east, then that's a problem.
Looking at an update on the squads, start with the goalkeeper situation. Disappointing to lose Gary Woods, looks like, till the end of the season, but an opportunity now for Harry Lee to come back in after he's been in superb form at Plymouth Parkway.
Yeah, gutted for Woods. He's done brilliant since he came to the club. I think it's always difficult coming to a new club, but he's settled in well. He was ready when he was called upon when Jama got injured. He performed extremely well and kept Jama out of the team for a few games, and the biggest compliment I can pay him is the form that Jama has been in training and performed on Saturday second half, because Woodsy is up to standard of everyone, all the goalkeepers in the building. Disappointed for Harry Lee in some regards that he's not playing, but also happy that he's back, happy that he's got that pressure of being the number 2, and when called upon he needs to be ready. So having had the games he's had at Plymouth and Plymouth Parkway and done so well, he is ready for that, and he has to prepare every week like he's going to start, because he might be needed at some point from now till the end of the season.
Harry Kite and Kevin McDonald, we both know about as well with their injuries. What's the update on those two?
Harry's improving really quickly. I think Saturday will be just too soon for him, but running on the grass, getting up to nearly full speeds, but we'll probably just leave him till next week. Kev hasn't been out on the pitches yet. He's been in the gym. He's progressing, but we still need to wait and have a scan. I don't think it's going to be, several weeks, but I think it still could be 1 or 2 weeks before we see him back.
And finally, Alex Hartridge is suspended for this one. Any other concerns?
No, everyone else is fine. A good week's training. We had a good fun day on Wednesday with the Cheltenham theme, and we prepared for the game in terms of what we want to do in possession. Tomorrow we'll look at out of possession, and we'll be ready to go and give a good performance and go and try and win away from home.